going on Daily Live Morning Show, Season 2, Episode 155, Color My World. That will mean something at some point today. So you got to stick around for the whole show because you don't want to miss any of this one. I'm your host, Ron Rigo. I got the big dog right above here. Kenny, welcome back. It's another Sunday. And introducing JP right here. Okay, it is Sunday, so that means the Dream Team is here. Not yesterday. Yeah. Ira says that they're the Dream Team. Well, they may be, right? But this is the A Team.
Oh, hey, I like that.
A-team.
Okay.
All right. So we have Face.
Do I have to music?
Maracas.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Woohoo! Right? I want a trash bag. I want a trash bag.
All right. As I choke to death on this cough drop. Look, we got an exciting show today. We're going to be doing some one night only stuff. I can't wait for that, Kenny. What's up with modern men? Kenny, are you a modern man?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to find out, right?
All right.
We're going to be doing some Today in History, of course.
Yep.
And I have a top 5 today, Kenny. I don't think you're going to be happy. You never are happy about my top 5. So last week, you got to play along as we did the starting 5, like we do on Sports Unfolded. But this week, nope, not this week. You don't get to play along. I mean, you can play along, of course. You know, you can just tell us what yours are going to be, but you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. And then, of course, we have like a tradition. JP, you're going to be part of this tradition now. It is Kenny's segment, Make Ron Say What?
Perfect.
So we should just get it going. Let's start off with one night only.
You think I can make JP say what?
This.
Can you? Can you, though? Can you, Ron? It's going to be only one night. You ready?
It's one night only.
One night only.
Who's it going to be?
Batman and Batman Returns to theaters August 25th.
Michael Keaton?
Remastered and enhanced for only one night. One night only, August 25th. And it's only in Dolby Cinemas.
It's a way better movie. Look, he was so upset he walked off.
He's mad. He's like, what? Are you kidding me? One night only?
One night? It's still way better of a movie than Supercrap.
I have not seen it yet. Well, the Superman movie. I don't watch a lot of TV or movies, to be honest.
Supercrap. Just think of that. But look, one night, I might go see that. Where is it playing? Is it only like one theater?
only Dolby Cinemas. I don't know where Dolby Cinema is near us.
See, I feel like I'm getting gypped.
Me too.
I'm probably not going to make it to the movie to see it.
Me neither. But
well, cool. At least you guys are in bigger areas. Where I live, the movie theater just got closed down, so there's no options. I mean, it only had one screen, so I mean, they were at the discretion of what movies they got sent every week, and so you know, like the Minecraft movie, the Lilo and Stitch, some of them ones that were like big. Then it plays here for 3 weeks, and all the movies that come out in those 3 weeks just never end up showing up here.
Oh, man, that's brutal. I could not live out there. Could not do it. So, Kenny, I went to see The Bad Guys, too.
Yes.
I loved it so much, I went to see it a second time.
You did? I
did.
I had to go see it, and I got paid for it.
Oh, field trips are the best.
Yes.
Field trips.
Yes, field trips are the best. Yes.
Oh,
yes,
that was
yes.
like the biggest perk when I worked for the YMCA. Oh my God, the greatest perk ever. You get paid to go to field trips, and oh my God, it's like a no-brainer. It's like you can go in there and just watch the movie, and you forget about all of those 18 kids that you're with.
Yeah, more like 80. More like 80.
Well, yeah, but I'm just talking about per group. It's generally around 18 kids per person.
Per person. Yeah.
Per adult.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, my favorite job was when I was doing explorers for the YMCA when I first started working for them, and I basically got paid to go on a field trip every day of the summer. Every day of the summer. It was the greatest job because I was so good at it. I literally didn't have to do anything because I trained my group so well that they did everything for me. So I brought a dragon that I got, from Universal Studios, and I told them the name was Angus, right, and blah, blah, blah. So everybody wanted to be responsible for the dragon.
Right.
They wanted to carry the mascot, the big mascot, right? So in order to do that, you have to do the attendance. You have to keep track of everybody wherever we go.
Right.
So what I did is I was like, all right, you want to hold the mascot for the day, you got to do the attendance. So I'm having the kids take the attendance, and all I had to do was just go.
Yeah.
These kids would follow me everywhere, right? No matter where I go, they always followed. And, so I would just, even though I know I get that supernumerate ability and I can count how many are there just by, a quick look. And I would always turn and say, oh, do we have everybody? And then they would just sit there counting everybody. Oh, we got all 18, Ron.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. So I didn't have to do anything. Got paid to go everywhere. Beaches, museums, movies, whatever it may be. It's the greatest job in the world. Greatest job.
Greatest job in the world.
So I appreciate the job you're doing, Kenny, because it's great when you can get paid to go see The Bad Guys 2, which is a great movie. Loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
Loved it.
It was a good movie. It was real good. Real good.
So only one night for Batman? Why?
Oh, Batman or Batman Returns only one night. I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense because if you remaster it, you're putting people to work to only view it once.
One night only. What I'm mad is about Dolby Cinemas. I mean, we don't have any Dolby Cinemas around here, I don't think. But
no, so we're not going to see it.
Yeah, we're not going to see it.
I would like to go see it on the big screen.
Me too. One more time.
Yeah. So that's unfortunate, but congrats to Michael Keaton. He's going to make more money off of this movie.
Yes.
Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer, Danny DeVito.
Yep.
What a cast, huh? What a cast. I think that's one of the most perfectly casted DC movies ever. When you think about it, he's the perfect Penguin.
Right. But I mean, I remember, it was I was still a little kid when it came out, but it was, I liked it. I liked it being dark and I liked it being gritty and I thought it was really cool. I didn't necessarily care that much for the ones after Michael Keaton. They were a little bit too tongue in cheek. You know what I mean? But they couldn't get the sponsors, the McDonald's and all these different things. But I remember reading a deal where they had gotten a whole bunch of heat. And I mean, if they'd made that casting now with the internet, it would have been horrible for Michael Keaton because he'd had to read all that stuff. I mean, people weren't very happy about him being Batman because, he was like the funny guy, the Mr. Mom and you know what I mean? Like he they didn't really know how it was going to be. I mean, kudos to Tim Burton for being Tim Burton. You know what I mean? I don't know if it would have necessarily been as good if it wouldn't have been a Tim Burton kind of dark, gritty, right. And then Jack Nicholson just, it was kind of weird that, some of them guys chose to do a comic book movie. Jack Nicholson was Jack Nicholson already. And,
right.
But I mean, like, as far as anything else goes, the Alfred from the first Batman movies, he was always going to be my Alfred. Like, he was the best.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it was, like I said, it was perfectly casted. I think it was a fantastic movie. I did not like those that followed. And I love Val Kilmer. But, it's not that he did a bad job at Batman. I just don't think the script was good. And George Clooney is just awful. I'm sorry. He's awful. He's an awful actor. And it just didn't work. That was a train wreck for me. That was the worst Batman of all time.
Right.
So, but definitely with Michael Keaton, I think he's such a good actor. Even though people look at it and they can't relate him being Batman, he still did a great job. I mean, the guy can act.
Right.
So, I mean, he was a big star back then. So, and he had the chin that they wanted. And when you're the big star and you had that chin, that's who gets the job.
Yeah.
So, I wish I could see it around here because that would be great to go see that. But we don't get that opportunity. But congrats to those that do finally get to see that on the big screen. By all means, go see it. It was a very well done movie. That's heartbreaking though. I was expecting it to be music, Kenny. I was like, oh my God, who's doing one last concert? Oh. I thought that's what it was going to be. I did not expect it to be a movie. Did not expect it. You got me. Okay, you got me. Who's got me? All right, so you are watching us live on YouTube, Rumble, and Kick at Rhode Island Broadcasting, and also Twitch at RI_broadcasting. So send those bits. Give 2 bits so Kenny can put his 2 cents in. We always love when Kenny puts his 2 cents in. 2 penny Kenny.
2 penny Kenny.
All right. We also have the audio platforms: Red Circle, Spotify, TuneIn, and iHeartRadio at RI Broadcasting. So follow us there, subscribe, and listen to us in your car. Listen to us at work, only if you're allowed to. And kids, when you're going back to school, I'm not recommending you to listen to the show during school hours. But, there's always that one class that nobody likes.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it during that one. I mean, are you going to be an artist? Then do it during art class. If you decide to do it at school, just in case.
Just in case.
We might as well benefit from it. All right. Follow us on all our social medias like these right here: LinkedIn, Parler, Blue Sky, TikTok, MeWe, and of course, Space.
Hey.
And of course, get on Patreon at Rhode Island RI Broadcasting, and you can get great mugs and stuff like that. Great merch, just like this mug right here. It was told to me that something went wacky with the Patreon settings, so I might have to adjust it. Somebody tried to buy a mug and they couldn't get it. So I got to check that out. So get on that. You can also follow us on X/Twitter. I still call it Twitter. What do you guys call it?
Never even been on it.
Okay, so you don't call it anything.
You don't call it anything.
But get
No,
on there,
not really.
Broadcasting RI. Follow us there. And finally, you can go to Facebook, even though Ron has been completely bamboozled by Mark Zuckerberg. 10,000 followers gone in an instant.
Disappear. Magic.
But get on Going On Daily morning show page and start the process all over, please. This is very important that you do this. We got to get to 100 followers, so that way we can air live on that channel. So get on there, please. Follow us. I won't know if you do or not because I don't get to see it.
Bummer.
But Mark can make it up to us.
Yep. Yeah.
By going to the website,
Yep.
RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net. There you can support the show, and you can donate up to $10 million, Mark.
Yeah.
$10 million. Not $10 million and $1, but $10 million. That's what we could take, up to that. So us normal people can throw us $1. But Mark, it is there to make up for the mistake that you made.
Yeah.
And you can donate millions.
Millions.
And we would love millions.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice.
Would be nice.
Would be nice. Can change the lives of, I think it's 12 people now. I think we got a cast of 12 people on Going On Daily. That could make a difference.
It's a lot of personalities.
Really good. All right, so moving on, it is time. Let's talk about this modern men thing. I cannot wait for this because getting somebody's, that's new to the show, getting their opinion. The vultures are waiting to pounce, right?
Right.
Let's see if they do.
Well, mine's. It's something that I've seen. Like it's getting to be a more common thing that I keep seeing pop up, and it's almost more of a question. Like I can't figure out if it's, and you guys would be able to help. Hopefully, I'm trying to figure out if it's a societal issue, if it's mostly something that's become more, evident because of the social media, the internet age, this mentality of men, because I seen a couple, a few months ago. So I've done this soap subscription deal for the last 4 or 5 years. They made really good soaps and all these different things. So then they'd gotten that.
I was thinking TV soaps. I was like,
like soap, shampoo, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so then they were one of the first ones, that kind of blew up when Sydney Sweeney became their spokesmodel, whatever. And so in one of the ads, she's like the Sweeney genie, but she's in a bath, right? Because it's, soap, whatever, but it's men's soap. So then they'd gotten a whole bunch of emails from a bunch of guys. So then they released this limited edition bar of soap using Sydney Sweeney's bathwater, right? So they make 5,000 bars of this soap, and it's like $8 a bar.
Gross.
It's sold out in an hour.
Why?
That can't be good hygiene.
Dr. Squatch's revenue, year-to-year revenue, went up 60% that week. They had 1 million+ email signups. Their website crashed. You went on eBay, and those bars of soap were selling for, hundreds, some of them thousands of dollars getting resold. So this is like this first deal that I had seen, and I was like, what is, like you have all of these other deals where, and I was just like, what is going on? You know what I mean? Like, is this and then this last week, another deal had popped up that I had came across. There was some influencer girl who turned 18, started an OF account, at 12:01 made $1 million in 3 hours. Right. And so like, is this what is going on with is it because men are lonely, or they have no access in real life, or they have too much access online? But like, what is the mentality? I'm trying to figure out if this is going to be a societal issue with the mentality of modern men. You know what I mean? Because
men are getting more stupid.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, is it because they don't have any real life, purpose? I mean, is this going to be is it going to continue to keep spiraling like this? I mean,
okay, so I just think Kenny's got the sneezes here.
I know, right?
I just think that in some cases it's with the 18-year-old OnlyFans, that is a perversion.
Right.
And unfortunately, there are lots of men on this planet that don't have any scruples.
Right.
And that is aside from the stupidity that has been blessed with the new generations coming up, because it's all washed over. It's like it's watered down,
right,
because of social media,
right.
And I say this, on a show that's on social media, but at least you can get some value from this show.
Well, right. I mean, there's people making tons and tons of money doing nothing on these different platforms, where all they're doing is just taking selfies with their camera, and then you got all these just thousands and millions of men just throwing money at nothing, instead of doing something productive or in real life. I mean, I guess I don't really, I know that the world has become over sexualized because of social media and these other platforms and the internet and stuff like that. Before the internet, if you wanted instant gratification, you had to go and kind of sneak into the back of a convenience store and then buy one of the magazines that's wrapped in a bag. You know what I mean? And it was an embarrassing deal and all these different things. And now it's everywhere online. And so it seems like men now would rather just throw money at, unattainable women, as opposed to try to form some sort of connection in real life. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
It doesn't have any baggage to come along with it.
Right.
You're just getting that turn on.
Right.
With somebody like on OnlyFans. And let me tell you, she was on OnlyFans at 12:01, right?
Right.
But I bet you had accounts before that.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, something. I mean, like the story I was reading on it was, she was leading up to it for like a couple weeks, and I mean, people have been bugging her about it. Are you going to do it when you turn 18, this and that? But I remember there was a lot of stuff with like weird stuff like that with the girl that stars in Stranger Things. You know what I mean? Leading up to when she was turning 18. Like, I remember her kind of reading a story about her talking about all these comments and all these things and all this stuff that she was getting said to her in comments and said to her in DMs and all these different things, to where I think she left social media because it was gross. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and she was fantastic. She's fantastic in that series, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just, it's kind of, look, I mean, we know Hollywood has a dark side.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I keep stressing this, it is the same percentages with real life people.
Yeah.
Right.
And that means athletes, actors, musicians, the same percentages apply for those famous people, whether they're murderers, drug addicts, whatever it may be. It's the same percentages. you're gonna have sick and twisted people in everything,
Right.
and unfortunately, with things like this, that tends to draw them all out all at once.
Right. Right.
You know,
Well, you
I
got
mean,
degenerates in every area, corner of everything. I guess the thing that draws my attention to a lot of these things is I am a father to a daughter. You know what I mean? I have a 10-year-old daughter. She's going to be 11 at the start of the year, and this and that. And it's like, I've been guiding, helping, condition, to not take the easy way, go for the easy money, because the long-term side effects and like, sure, you might make a ton of money at 18, 19, 20 years old doing this sex work, basically. And then the rest of your life, you can't have a healthy relationship, find a normal, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck dealing with degenerates the rest of your life, because respectable, normal, honest guys are going to look at you because you were in this making money doing these things, and everybody's seen your body and all these different things. But it's going to be, I got 10 more years, and all this stuff's only been going on for 10 years. So, I mean, how much more is it going to ramp up? And so what else do I need to do to, what I mean? Like, these are just some of the things that worry me, because, you hyper sexualize all of this stuff, and it changes people's approach in real life and all of these different things. And I think that because of the perception online, now all of a sudden, all of these high school kids are going to be a lot more, the high school kids, the young 20s, stuff like that, are going to be a lot more pushy and a lot more, hyperactive, because all of this stuff is online, whether it's real or not. And it just makes me worry, especially having a daughter.
Yeah. Kenny, now you work with kids. What's the age group on the kids that you work with?
From kindergarten, no, from first grade to fourth grade.
All right. So school age, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
Young kids.
Yeah.
And that is, and I say this because that's the age that you got to target.
Right.
Yep.
To get them to grow up to be good humans, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Because once they're starting in middle school now, they've already have an opinion, and high school is too late.
Right.
What they are is what they are.
Yep, true.
And unfortunately, society is playing a big part of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And social media is right there at the forefront.
Oh, right. How many of the kids that you're around want to be influencers, YouTube personalities,
or gamers, right?
and all of these other things, as opposed to, business owners, doctors, lawyers, astronauts. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But
yeah, and that's the change, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the change. When I was growing up, it was like, I wanted to be a cop.
Right.
Because I was influenced by like Starsky and Hutch and stuff like that. I wanted to be Hutch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was like. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you wanted to be a fireman.
Right.
It's not like that anymore. I want to be a gamer. I want to be a programmer to make video games. It's like, what? Really?
Right.
No,
right.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the easy way out.
I have one girl. I have one girl in my program. She wants to be a comedian,
mm-hmm.
and she is hilarious. She came up with on her own about a bit when she's British, and this is her first McDonald's. It is hilarious. Oh, it is so hilarious. And I'm thinking, where did you make this? Did you make this up or you got it from TV show? She's like, no, I'm British. And I'm like, you're not British, and she comes with this bit about being British and visiting the McDonald's and about biscuits and chips and what is the form of your disrespect. I'm genius. And I'm like, genius.
Right.
Genius. So
That's
they
rare. That's rare.
You're right.
And
that's rare.
And tell her mom to call me, and I'll put her on Rhode Island Broadcasting.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, we got to get you on with this bit because this bit is funny, Ron. I was like,
but that's like rare now. Everybody wants to, they want to be the influencers, and it's sad that our society has come to that.
Right. And we've lost a lot of. I would say that some of the young men that are buying up all this stuff that I kind of brought up and that kind of stuff have sort of gotten conditioned out of having a purpose. You know what I mean? Like the competency of a lot of men. I mean, I still live in an area where it's mostly tradespeople, blue collar, farms, ranches, that kind of stuff. But even where I had grown up, it started to get a huge influx of people, and I would meet people who had no idea how to change their own tires, didn't know how to, you know what I mean? Like I remodel houses and do these kinds of things. And like, you just know that the husband is just essentially a glorified Google search for the wife. All he's doing is just the middleman connecting, finding the people to do these things that need to be done. You know, if they get a leak under their sink, he's not going to the hardware store and fixing it over the weekend because he's not competent to do any of that kind of stuff. And so, not having a purpose and not feeling confident and not having competency. And I think some of these things, and then it's gonna have an effect on you as a male, as a person. You know what I mean? Not being able to do anything for yourself is the worst feeling in the world because you have no purpose.
Yeah, I got the answer for you, JP. I know when it all started.
70s?
No, it started with AAA. AAA came along, and it made men lazy, and it made them stop fixing their own car and let AAA do it.
Well, I've always lived in small towns, so I'm not really sure. Like, it's I've noticed it more in the convenience of the bigger metropolitan areas because there are tons of these services that will come and do these things for you, as opposed to living in the outskirts. I mean, sure, there's contractors and you can take your car to get it to the mechanic and have the oil changed and that kind of stuff. But most people do these things themselves because when I leave the city limits of the town I live in right now, I don't have cell phone service. So if I get a flat, you got to be able to fix it. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of a necessity in smaller rural areas, but in the bigger cities, I mean, there's just not nobody's learning these things, but nobody's teaching these things to the young men either.
AAA. That's where it started. We used to be able to change our own flat tires, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's called AAA, so you're not fixing the flat tire.
Right.
So now you don't know how to fix a flat tire. If there's if AAA goes under, people are screwed. Constantly parked along the side of the highway everywhere.
Right.
So let's look at these comments. Most people would not say things in person that they say online.
Right. Yeah.
So Sharon is absolutely right. Becky is also here. Good morning, Becky and Sharon.
Good morning, Becky.
Sharon says that people are hypersexualized, and that is absolutely 100% on the nose. Yeah. Your personality and habits are formed from age 0 to 7 or 8.
Right.
And that's what I was saying before mentioning Kenny, because that's the age, right? Kindergarten to 4th grade, that's when you can mold those kids into productive human beings. And that is so important. I used to love working with that age because I could make a difference with people that age. And, because I've worked with all ages.
Right.
And high school they're already set. What they are is what they are. They're not going to change. Maybe later on down the road, they can change and grow up, right?
Out of circumstance, more than anything.
Right. Sharon says, children role models have changed dramatically since the inception of social media. And that is also very accurate. And it's true. I mean, when you think about it, when I was growing up, your role models were certainly different.
Right.
You liked the character on TV, or you liked an athlete because you're only seeing them do the good things.
Right.
Now,
well, and I think
you're seeing everything. Everything is crystal clear.
Right. And I don't watch a ton of TV, but I am really mindful of what the TV shows and my daughter, she's not allowed to have YouTube Kids and doesn't have social media and, doesn't have a phone. If she wants a phone, then she needs to pay for her own cell phone bill. And that's kind of, the rural area mentality. You know what I mean? Like, if you want something, you work for it. Like, the entitlement's not really going to be her issue when she gets older, because it's clear that nobody owes you anything. If you want something, work for something. But that's a big part of the 4-H deal here as well. You do an animal, you spend the time with it, you put in the effort, you do all these things, you go to the fair, you go to the auction. Your ribbons depend on your time and how much energy and how much effort you put into your animal, and nobody can come and save you and that kind of stuff. But I think when we were kids, we had shows with competent adults guiding the characters that were kids in the shows. And I don't see that as much anymore when she's trying to watch this show and that show. We had stuff like Boy Meets World, where you had the competent parents, the principal who was competent, the other teachers who weren't, you know what I mean? Like, the adults were competent adults, as opposed to now it seems like all the adults that you see on these shows are comic relief, totally incompetent.
Yeah.
All the shows, the kids run the households, the kids are the main, you know what I mean? This main character syndrome is coming from all of these TV shows that they've had the last 10 or 15 years of the kids, the main character, and everybody else just bows to them. And it's created this, syndrome with all of these people of, I'm the main, it's my world. Everybody else just lives in it.
And I'll tell you, that's one of the problems I had with the Supercrap movie. Like, you're looking at, the chief of a newspaper.
Right.
He was a bumbling fool.
Right.
Like,
but he didn't used to be.
That's the guy you want to get answers from in a case of emergency. And they
right.
over there, like he's some, like Harpo Marx or something like that.
Right.
It was just ridiculous. The whole movie was ridiculous, and it didn't make any sense. And that's what you're saying. You're making the adults on a lot of these shows incompetent at everything. Mm-hmm. They're inept. And that is running rampant.
It is. I mean, we had Roseanne. The parents were hardworking, normal people who had, we had the Wonder Years. We had, sure, there was some slapstick ones, Saved by the Bell, the principal was goofy and all that stuff. But when the parents showed up on that show, most of them guided the kids and helped them navigate whatever situation that they were in and that kind of stuff. And now it's just not like that. I mean, either the parents don't exist or they're incompetent. You know what I mean? And the kids run the house and run everything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to talk about, and they just slam the door in their parents' face and the parents just leave them alone. And it's like, that is not. Yeah.
It would be over. I'd be eating that door. Or
right.
It would be shoved somewhere so far up, I'd be eating the door.
Right.
Great.
Kenny, you know.
Mm-hmm. I know. Oh, you mean I know.
I
know. Mm-hmm. Believe me, I know.
All right, we got to move on. This is supposed to be a shorter episode. This is not working so far because we're only 2 topics in.
Mm-hmm.
We're only 2 topics in. Yeah. Let's do Today in History. Oh, that is such a great topic, though, JP. Oh, we could talk forever on it, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Today in History, Kenny, what do you got for us?
Have you been reading my notes?
Why is that?
Because today, 1937.
Yeah, that
America's
right there.
Yeah, no. America's love affair with erotic Hawaiian music gives musician George Beauchamp a reason to turn up the volume, and acoustic guitar just aren't loud enough to please large crowds. He receives a patent for his flying pan, a cast aluminum guitar with amplifying electric pickups, which he led to create in 1931. So that would be the creation of the electric guitar today.
Yes. An exciting day, because without that, you would not have bands like AC/DC, Van Halen. Oh, could you imagine Eddie Van Halen never happening? But
Woo!
somehow, I believe he could have done it on an acoustic guitar. He still could have done it.
Well, you wouldn't have had Elvis.
Yeah, you would not have Elvis. There's a
Which
lot.
in turn you wouldn't have B.B. King, you wouldn't have Robert Johnson, you wouldn't have Eric Clapton, Santana.
Or Santa Ana.
Santana Ana.
Santa. Remember we did the Santa?
But the electric guitar, I mean, and then everything that came off the electric guitar.
Yeah, I mean Beatles, I mean Led Zeppelin,
Rage Against the Machine.
All of it. Beastie Boys.
Yep.
Right. Well, you wouldn't have rock music really, I mean, at all, because they,
Chuck Berry.
them guys wouldn't have been, the blues wouldn't have inspired Elvis, and then Elvis probably wouldn't have started all of it, and then you wouldn't have had the soundtrack to, the civil rights movement. You wouldn't have the soundtrack to the Vietnam War. You wouldn't have the, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have a lot of modern stuff, that's for sure.
No Back to the Future. Marty McFly would not be here.
Right.
Marty McFly would not be here.
Because Chuck Berry wouldn't have been existed, and that means Marvin Berry, his cousin.
Yeah,
would
cousin. Yeah, this is your cousin Marvin.
Right? So,
That's
I mean,
hilarious.
it all spawns from, one little invention.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not. I don't know if I'd be into music as much.
True, me neither.
Because, that was the biggest influence when I was, in high school. You get on the school bus, and they would play, 94 HJY. Shout out to the radio station when I was a kid. They would play, what is now classic rock. But, I mean, then it wasn't really classic rock. It was just rock and roll radio station, right? So I would hear, Led Zeppelin and Queen and all those, Aerosmith, Pink Floyd, all these bands playing these songs that are timeless.
Right. Rolling Stones.
Yeah. There would be none of that. There would be none of that if that electric guitar was not created. I mean, think about, John Lennon.
Right.
I mean, yes, John Lennon could have still been great, on an acoustic guitar. But, when you talk about songs like Helter Skelter, like when the dawning of heavy metal.
Right.
There's no replacement for that.
Yeah.
It could be a different world.
Right.
All right.
And I don't think concerts would have ever gotten very big.
Oh, God, no. God, no.
They'd still be playing in small places like clubs, bars, stuff like that, because they wouldn't have been able to get as many people to be able to hear it.
Yeah. 70s and 80s had the best music,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, so much variety in the 80s, and the 70s rock music was just legendary.
Right.
What else you got, Kenny?
And that building that's behind the guitar, the Louvre.
The Louvre.
The Louvre. 1793. French revolutionary government opens to the public what used to be a grand royal residence, displaying a previous private collection of 537 paintings and 184 objects. Paris, the Louvre Museum will grow to hold almost 35,000 works and becomes the world's most largest visited museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just the fact that Mona Lisa has her own room.
Yes. Mona Lisa has her own room. Yes.
So,
Yes.
I mean, these are two important things that happen in history. And, anybody that's into the art world probably has been there.
Right.
Yep.
And the rest of the world probably recognizes the glass pyramid that's part of it, that stands above the ground.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Two very important things that definitely happened. Kenny, is there any others?
Nope.
Okay. Because we still have 2 segments to go.
Yep.
And we know what my Ron's top 5 does.
Uh-oh.
Kenny?
PJ.
You're going to love this. JP
Sorry,
might
JP.
love this. You might not love it.
JP. Here it comes.
Here it comes, huh? Here it comes.
Ron's top 5 songs with a color in the title.
Here it comes.
And I'll tell you what. There's a lot of them. Okay? But this wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Because I literally had like my top 5 before I even compiled the list. Now, the honorable mentions, however, is much more difficult. So we're talking about songs like Little Red Corvette.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. See, that's what I'm talking about. See,
right, not on the list. Kenny, this is the second time that this song came up. We did Forms of Transportation, and now we've done Colors, and it still couldn't crack the top 5. It didn't even crack the honorable mention. Sorry, Kenny.
Here we go.
But I do have to say, Yellow Submarine also was in the other category, and it made my honorable mention. Did not make an honorable mention in this one. No Yellow Submarine. There's so many. Literally every artist has a song with a color in it. Every artist. REM, Orange Crush. Remember that song?
Oh, yeah.
True Blue by Madonna.
Yes. Good job.
Gold by Spandau Ballet.
Okay. All right. Okay.
None of which are in the top 5. Not on the list. Sorry, Kenny. You see the trend here, JP?
Yeah.
I got all these songs that I know he loves.
The disrespect.
Yeah. You might remember this one, Kenny. Out of the Blue by Debbie Gibson.
Oh yeah, that was my jam back in the day.
I listened to it today. Oh my God. Yeah. I used to like the song. It's awful. It's awful. It's bubblegum. Not on the list. Pink by Aerosmith.
See?
Blue Eyes by Elton John.
Thank you. Finally. Thank you, right? Finally, you get something right. Thank you. They made the list.
Not on the list.
Not on the list.
Where the hell we go? JP, you see the disrespect?
How could we forget Michael Jackson's Black or White?
I've thought of a lot. Yep.
Black Water by the Doobie Brothers. Song Sung Blue by Neil Diamond. Blue Velvet. Look. There's so many. None of those which made the list, but I am impressed with this. Blue Orchid by the White Stripes that has a color in both the artist and the song did not make the list. Here are my honorable mentions.
Oh, here we go.
Kenny, you okay over there?
I can't handle the disrespect. I can't handle the disrespect.
All right. My honorable mentions, and I will say there's 7 of them because I had to make 7 spots. Sister Golden Hair by America. Great song by America. That's their best song. Great song. Yes, better than Michael Jackson's Black or White.
The disrespect. Here we go. The disrespect.
Midnight Blue by Lou Gramm, a former Foreigner's lead singer. When he went solo, he had Midnight Blue. I was obsessed with that song. So it's an honorable mention just because of that. It really wouldn't be in this list, but I was obsessed with that song, and I put it in there. Sister Golden Hair, great song. Thank you, Sharon. Black Betty by Ram Jam. Love that song. Oh my God, that song kicks butt. Kenny, you're not impressed? All right, maybe this will impress you. Golden Slumbers by the Beatles. Honorable mention. Honorable mention. The Beatles. Honorable mention. I didn't even have Blackbird in there.
Wait. Are we saying golden is a color?
Yes. Golden.
Shaking my head. Shaking my head. This is
really honorable mention, so it's okay.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Honorable mention, AC/DC Back in Black. You're upset because it's only an honorable mention, Kenny, aren't you?
That didn't make the top 5? That did not make the top 5. JP.
Did not make the top 5. Kenny,
JP.
you should know this.
I still have some in my head that I'm trying to figure out if they're even going to be on the list.
See, the disrespect, JP, the disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we all know the famous Christmas song, White Christmas by Bing Crosby, did not make my list. But a Christmas song did make my list. Elvis Presley, the guy way down over there, the king, Blue Christmas made my list. I have a blue Christmas without you. Come on, Kenny. You got to love that one. You got to love that.
Oh, my gosh.
No song list would be complete without AC/DC. Thank you, Sharon. AC/DC is very prominent in my life.
Sharon, don't let me get you. Don't let me get you, Sharon. Sharon, don't let me get you. Don't let him suck you into this list.
I did not have Black and Blue, by the way, by Van Halen. Did not have that on my list. How's that knife? Is it twisting really good, Kenny? All right. My Bubble song.
The old
which
Bubble.
Kenny would know that this is on the top 100, of all time, because he watched 51 through 100. White Room by Cream would be the number 6 song. Number 6. White Room. So that means, Kenny, that these top 5 songs all were in my top 100.
Thank
which
you.
I have not finished yet, by the way. Well, I finished the list, but I haven't aired the top. Number 5, Led Zeppelin's Black Dog. Black Dog. Oh, come on, Kenny. Come on. You kind of tell me that doesn't deserve to be on this list? Like, to me, these 5 were so easy.
Black Dog.
Black Dog.
Black Dog.
Yes.
Yep. This is what I go through, JP.
Number 4, which, as a writer, he's probably one of the best writers of music in history. Don't really care for his voice too much, but the song is one of the few songs that I love by him, and that is Tangled Up in Blue by Bob Dylan.
Hey! Like a rolling stone.
Just like that, Kenny.
I'm all alone.
So even Sharon does not like Black Dog as number 5. That's a great
Thank you.
song. I don't know what you guys are smoking.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you.
That's a great song.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you.
I mean, if anything, it should be number 4. Number 3, though, Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze. Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
So Jimmy up there. Come on.
So you got one right. Okay, you got one right. Okay.
That was one of the first ones I thought of when you said color in a song.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, you got one right.
Number 2 is this guy. Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It's a great song. That's a great song. Got great lyrics. The music is awesome. This is when Elton John was great. He's not great anymore.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful? That he used to be a legend.
Oh, disrespect. Used to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Elton. I'm sorry.
It's the curse of soundtracks. Soon as you do a soundtrack, that's it. You're garbage. After that. And he did The Lion King, and then he was awful after that. Awful.
Disrespectful. See, JP, I live with this disrespect every Sunday, yo. The circle of life is not good. The circle of life. Man,
Elton John's last album was garbage. Garbage.
Disrespectful.
Number 1, of course, I have the purple one with Purple Rain. And I know Becky hates it. She's like, oh my God, how can you have that number 1? Well, I think it's one of the top 10 songs ever made. And then when you throw the performance at the Super Bowl where he did Purple Rain, that sent it over the top for me.
Yeah.
And that was fantastic. So I put it at number 1, Purple Rain.
That was probably one of the better Super Bowl halftime shows that they've ever had.
That was my favorite one. That and U2.
No Brown Sugar by the Rolling Stones, though.
No, I love that song. That's my favorite song by them.
Sad.
That's my favorite song by them. And it's on this list. It's just outside of my honorable mention. I love the song though.
It's buried down at the bottom where it shouldn't be.
It's not down at the bottom.
Yeah. I could tell by JP's face. He's not interested. Okay, he's not. I can tell by his face. He's not interested.
I was just going through and looking at all the songs I had on Spotify that have colors in the names, and man, there is a lot of them. Because I just scrolled through like not even half of like the songs that I have on there, and every 10th song has a color name in it, probably.
Yeah, Lady in Red, Red Wine, The Purple People Eater.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot of them. You know, I mean, there's Yellow by Coldplay.
Violet Hill by Coldplay.
Yeah. Black Hole Sun. I love the song. Didn't make my list. Didn't make my list. I'm sorry. Black Hole Sun, Brown Sugar and Dirty White Boy. Those were on the next level that were in consideration. They were in consideration. And like I said, Midnight Blue was in that list too. But I put it on there because I was obsessed with that song because he wasn't with Foreigner anymore. The Yellow Polka Dot Bikini, yes. Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. You know, look. There's a lot of great songs by the. I'm just saying, Mr. Blue Sky, White Lightning by Def Leppard, John Deere Green,
Yep.
country song, 99 Red Balloons, Kenny.
Here we go.
CCR, Green River,
Mm-hmm.
Mellow Yellow.
The drink? The soda?
There was a song.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
The soda?
That was a song and a soda.
Yeah.
You sure?
I didn't have Pink Houses by John Mellencamp. Also on that next level.
John Cougar Mellencamp, thank you.
Mr. Blue Sky would have been near the top for me. It's okay. That was not even close for me. Sorry, Becky. All right, let's wrap this up real quick. It's time to make Ron say what?
Okay. I think JP is going to play along with us today. Since he is the new person, he gets first. Would you like reverse Home Alone, JP, or do you want fantastic facts about a game?
Fantastic facts about a game.
Yes. I thought you would pick that one. Hey, you know Aerosmith, right?
Mm-hmm.
The world's famous rock band, right? In 2008, the video game published Activision created Guitar Hero. Aerosmith had a song on that game. The band made more off that game release than their last 2 albums.
Yes. Long Train Running or something like that.
Yeah. And in
I can't believe they
2010,
made more than Aerosmith, but that's besides the point.
And in 2010, that game sold 3 million copies.
Yes, I'm one of those copies. I love Guitar Hero, and I loved Rock Band even more because I got to sing. And JP, you laugh, but I gold starred almost every one of those songs. It didn't sound beautiful,
right?
But as long as I got those tones, those notes.
I laugh because the bar in the small town that I lived in, when it was slow, they had that game, and so you could start getting rowdy, and as long as there wasn't a bunch of people in there, they'd let you turn it on, and then you were like in the bar playing Guitar Hero or Wii Bowling or you know what I mean? Like it was a good time. I just remember how much fun it was when you get 4 or 5 people that knew each other or maybe didn't know each other, and you're just going to town, either Wii Bowling or Guitar Hero or any of them kind of games that they'd let you just kind of turn on a slower afternoon or something like that. And man, it was a good time.
Yeah, I used to do tournaments in Guitar Hero and Rock Band, and because I used to have a video game business that people would come and play games and stuff like that. So we used to do competitions, and in Rock Band, we'd have sets of 4 people up there doing Rock Band. And, it was fun to see. Most people can't sing, but that's besides the point.
Well, the same as karaoke night, I mean, it's just fun. I mean,
Ron on vocals. Hey, Ron.
I have some videos on YouTube of it if you ever want to.
No, take them down.
I have a video of me singing Trouble by, Weezer?
I think so.
I gold starred it too on YouTube. Gold star.
Okay. So remember the movie Home Alone, Ron?
Yes.
Yes. So this would be the reverse Home Alone. A parent of 2 young children are going on vacation. Mhm. They realize that their 10-year-old passport has expired.
Uh-oh.
So they do not want to skip their vacation, and they're in a hurry to catch their flight. So the 10-year-old
Are you
has to be left at the airport alone.
You kidding me? They left him at the airport?
Yeah, they left him at the airport alone because they did not want to miss their flight and they did not want to miss their vacation.
Oh
This
my God.
This
Parents
is the
of
Barcelona.
the year right there.
Yes, this is the Barcelona El Prat Airport, which is in Barcelona. They left him at the gate, had called a relative to come pick him up, and they left him.
Oh my God.
Sounds like a real loving family.
That is awful.
Terrible.
Human beings right there.
Terrible. Your passport's expired.
Curiosity. Where were they
going? We didn't take care of what we needed to, so you could come with us. Here, let's just give you some emotional damage for the rest of your life because we're gonna throw you out like the trash. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right.
That's probably
Auntie
yeah.
to get you.
Auntie get you. That's right. We're gonna go to France. You're just gonna hang out with grandma. You know what I mean? Right.
It's Spain, Barcelona.
Yeah.
Wow. And they only went to France?
I don't know, but if they left Spain, I would imagine that they probably weren't flying to well, maybe they were coming to the US or something like that, but I would imagine they were probably just doing like a normal vacation in the European area somewhere.
Right.
If I'm that 10-year-old, I am destroying the house.
Yeah. Well, what money they thought they were going to, lose by not going on the vacation, they're just going to end up doubling in therapy for the kid that they just disregarded. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They should be brought up on charges. Unbelievable. Oh, that was a good one, Kenny. That was a good one. Like I'm floored that somebody actually did that.
Yeah,
oh my God, it is time. I am so late right now to my event. Late. Tomorrow Becky returns with Chuck. That should be a great one. You got to be here. Look, this week is going to be a great week for the show, as is always. We also have on Tuesday will be myself with Kyle and newcomer Kelly.
Okay, all right.
So stay tuned for tomorrow and Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 Central, 8 Edmonton, Alberta time, and of course 7 on the coast. So be here tomorrow morning, and we'll see everybody next time. Take care, everybody.